You're looking at a girl who's just been scrolling on her phone for the past hour, and to be honest, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and I am straight back to work tomorrow for another excruciatingly too long period of time. So I thought, no, I am not going to just sit around and do this all day. I thought what would be a good idea would be to make myself a little dopamine, however you want to say it, menu, because 1, it's creative, 2, it's going to provide me with something to do for now, and then 3, it's going to give me stuff to do for future when I'm feeling like this again. What is a dopamine menu? A dopamine menu is a creative little way of putting together a little cheat sheet for yourself of activities and things that you enjoy doing and that are good for your mental health, that release your dopamine, that aren't scrolling on your phone. Now, the way in which this is a bit more helpful than just having a list of ideas or a little brainstorm is because it actually shows you the amount of time that you have for each of these things. So for example, your starter category, that could be an activity that will take you 5 to 10 minutes. But then for your mains, you can have an activity that will take you 45 minutes plus. So I thought we could make my dopamine menu together. So yeah, let's begin. Firstly, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna make a little list, like a general list of things that I can do other than scrolling on my phone that I know I enjoy. And then I'm also gonna look at some ideas on Pinterest for things like layout, and I'm just gonna look at other people's as well for some inspiration and ideas about things that I might not be thinking of. Okay, so on my list I just have a proper range of things because we're gonna now categorize these, but just to give you some ideas, we've got having a tea or a coffee, trying a new hairstyle, putting an outfit together, going to the car boot, going charity shopping, spending time with a loved one, watching a film, scrapbooking, having a nice long bath, watching the sunset, listening to music, DIY journal page, that's one where I make it myself rather than following an actual journal, listography, organising clothes. So those are just some of the ideas that I've got written down. I do have way more things, but I'm also not going to try to make this a bit too overwhelming. Now I'm going to split mine off into a few categories. I've got small plates as my smallest section, which will be 5 to 10 minute tasks. And I've got starters, which will be like 20 to 30-40 minutes, and then I've got mains, which are going to be 45 plus minutes. Then I've got sides, which are things that I can do whilst I'm doing another task that will kind of help me to either complete that task or help lift my mood as I'm doing another task. Then I've got specials, which are things that I can do on special occasions or, for example, conditions, so like the weather being lovely or something that you do once a year, twice a year, that sort of thing. And then I've got desserts, which is things that I can do in complete moderation, which I definitely don't do desserts in moderation in real life, but you get the gist of it. After I've written my list, I'm just organising my list into sections. I'm kind of mulling over how long each activity that I've put on here would take me, and then I'm labelling it. So I've got my small plates, my starters, the categories I kind of went over. Basically what I'm going to do next is create a bit of a key for myself just to organise it better, to hopefully stop any mistakes from happening. So basically I'm going to get, did I have 6 categories? I think 6 different coloured pens, and then basically colour each of my activities to the coordinating category colour, if that makes sense. So you can see here that I'm just doing my little key, my small plate, starters, main, sides, desserts and specials, and then I'm colour coordinating each. So then each activity will have a colour as well as a category written down next to it. You don't have to do this. This is just purely for me so that I don't fuck up, and if I do, it's like, well, at least I tried 3 different ways to make sure that I didn't. Everyone's wondering, these pens I actually got ages ago from Aldi. When I say ages ago, probably years ago now, but they have recently just had some which I think was similar. I showed my friend and she went to get them and she says they're really good. They had some like pastel-y ones and some like normal coloured ones. But if anyone has any suggestions on really good quality pens, then let me know. Like, colour depends, because I need some for my journaling. So here's my key and all my activities all colour coded. And then I moved on to my scrapbook. I've got a simple square scrapbook that ties up at the front from the works. I think it was literally like £4 or £5, something like that. And to be honest, this isn't the most artistic thing that I've ever done in my life. This year I did say I wanted to take some pressure off myself to stop being perfect, which doesn't like exist, or especially with creative things, and I don't know, even silly things like The Sims, like mull over so long over like one room in the house on The Sims, or like one page in a journal or whatever it is. So I kind of just did it willy-nilly, to be honest. I had a colour theme, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Some hearts as bullet points. I don't have the neatest handwriting. I don't have fantastic drawing skills, so that was about as far as that went. The more important thing was the actual content and the activities that I wrote down. That was the whole point of it. The other stuff was just jazzy little bits to make it look a little bit nicer, more aesthetically pleasing, or worse, as it in fact ended up being. But yeah, it was just meant to be a bit of fun. I think I'm going to do a whole new journal page on it now that I've got a new journal spread. But yeah, this is pretty cute, simple, quick, and it does the job. So that is my completed dopamine menu. I really hope that you enjoyed watching, and maybe give this a go yourself. Let me know if you make a dopamine menu in the comments below and what you would put on each of your sections, and let me know what other videos you would like to see from me in the future. Thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.